The people that just bought the RTX 40 series, the 4090, 4080, the 4070 Ti, man, some people gonna feel ripped off, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, the RTX 50 series have been officially announced as of yesterday. Most of you, if not all of you, already know the pricing, all the claims that the Fancy CEO Jensen Huang made yesterday. Mr. Fancy leather jacket, man, that guy, I wonder how much that jacket costs. It's a pretty penny, that's for sure. Well, let's talk about what was reviewed yesterday. He claims that the RTX 5070 has the 4090 performance. The RTX 4090 came out a little over 2 years ago for $1,599, a hefty price to pay for the top dog. But come on, let's not be naive. The 5070, even though it's what we can see the specs and all that, it's a fantastic card, especially at $549, which most of us didn't think that was going to be the price. That we thought would be a little bit more expensive than that. So for him to claim that the 5070 has the 4090 performance, come on, let's not be naive, especially because during the presentation they talked a lot about AI. AI is taking over, there's no stopping, and it's kind of scary. But if the AI can do so much better, you know, help the GPUs perform so much better, then, you know, it is what it is. It might not be the horsepower, because usually when we benchmark or do reviews, we'll check things out. That's what we want to see, the horsepower, not so much of the gimmicks of the AI and stuff like that. But again, AI is improving a high rate of speed. It's crazy scary how good it's getting. So maybe we don't even notice the artifacts or the glitches or anything like that when we're playing a game. So that's something that we're gonna have to watch out for. But again, the 5070, $549, man, that sounds fantastic. Especially when you compare the 5070 with the 4090, where the 5070 comes with 12 gigs of your RAM and the 4090 has 24 gigs. So we're talking about double of the memory that's being slashed, and the claims of same performance. Man, this AI, it's out of this world. Maybe the ETs, the aliens are already here. And interesting to see that the RTX 5070 Ti is going to be $749. The 5080 is going to be $999. So those prices, like, they're about the same or actually less in the previous generation. So which is great, which I don't think any of you thought would be this price or even close to this. Everybody was thinking it was going to be a lot more than this. Looks like the only one that went up is the 5090 for $1,999. But that's just a few people that's going to buy that. People that have tons of money that, you know, you and I, we're broke. But it's pretty impressive. It's nice to see this pricing. The 5070 Ti has 16 gigs of RAM, just like the 5080. I might go with the 5070 Ti, depending on the reviews and how it performs. But I'd like to know from you guys, especially the people that just bought the RTX 40 series, the 4090, 4080, the 4070 Ti, where we're virtually paying those prices, or actually more than this. Now they claim the new 50 series is actually better for less. Man, some people are gonna feel ripped off, huh? We'll see how that goes. Put it in the comments below. What are you thinking? Are you planning on buying one? Are you okay with what you have? Just let us know what GPU you have at the moment. But now I want to talk about the AMD. Like AMD, they couldn't even release information. I mean, I guess they released a little bit of information about their upcoming GPUs, the 9070, but clearly they didn't reveal much because of NVIDIA's 50 series. And I see a lot of people complaining because they changed the name scheme again. Man, it gets confusing every generation.
What doesn't remain to be seen is the naming scheme, which appears to be a straight ripoff of NVIDIA's. Sorry, which explicitly is a straight ripoff of NVIDIA's. I don't like it, but I mean, hey, if your classmate is worth 3.5 trillion, I don't really blame you for copying their homework.
But I completely understand why they did this new one, let me throw here on the screen for you guys. So they changed the naming scheme for the new GPUs, where the previous generation, like the one that I have in my PC right now, is the 7700 XT. So now they are changing to 9070 XT, and they're doing that so it's easier to compare with the competitors, which in this case is NVIDIA, because NVIDIA has the 5070. So now they're trying to tell the consumer, hey, NVIDIA has the 5070, ours 9070 is the same class, and it looks bad, because it looks like, man, you guys don't have juice power enough to stand out, so you have to kind of use the competitor's naming scheme in a way. But at the same time, it's kind of genius, because most consumers, man, they don't know. They're gonna look at this numbers like 9070, it's higher than 5070, so I'm gonna go with the 9070. But with the internet nowadays, anyone that makes a little research is gonna figure this out. But again, the masses, a lot of times, they're just gonna go, and if they don't talk to a knowledgeable, honest salesperson, they're just gonna get whatever. Most likely gonna go by the price. And since they're doing this, the 9070 saying is same class as the 5070. 5070 having the same performance as the 4090, which it started at $1,600 2 years ago. It's easy to see it $2,000 for that card. What kind of performance are we expecting from the 9070? It's gonna be very interesting to see, and that's why we haven't heard the prices or any demonstration, because I highly doubt that the 9070 is gonna be as good or better than the 5070. So the 5070 selling at $549, man, they're gonna have to lower the price of the 9070 big time. Unfortunately, right now we don't have any information, but for them not to have released that type of information, that clearly shows that they're gonna have to lower the cost. I mean, the prices tremendously, which is good for us consumers, because that makes the price go down. So even though the 9070 might not be as good or better than the 5070, if it's better than what we have right now, then we win. Sell it for $250, $300, $350, and you got a deal. But I'd like to know from you guys, what do you think? Is AMD in deep trouble on the GPU side, or they still gonna have a powerful GPU that we can buy at a low price? Let's hope it has good performance at a low cost, as it should be, because I'm tired of seeing those GPUs for $1,000. Subscribe, share, comment. Until next time.